Hey everybody, Northern Pole Lock here, right here in the new shop. It was full of junk for the longest time when we first got here. Then piled my junk in here. Then we cleaned all the other junk out with a dumpster. And I had my wife come in here and kind of organize it a little bit for me, put things up, and not really organize it to where I want it, but just kind of put it up while I was at work. And man, it made it so much easier. It was kind of overwhelming for a little bit, but now we are finally officially moved into the shop. And that is my ham radio going crazy with some public safety traffic. So here we go. We're going to take a little look in the shop here on this episode of the Northern Pole Lock gone crazy, I guess. A lot going on here, folks, with this old house episodes that have been coming out, and now trying to get used to this little garage slash shop. So my little garage slash shop ain't nothing spectacular by any means, but it's about 12 foot wide by about 20 foot long. Cement floors, which is a plus. All the exterior walls and ceiling and everything's in good shape, ain't rotted out. There ain't nothing crazy going on like the place down in Arkansas. That garage was shot. It needed to be taken out and just tore down, and it didn't have cement floors, so that's a plus. You know, I got a nice little foundation to build off of here. So got a nice cement floor, nice overhead door. Eventually I'm gonna insulate it, you know, as I go. Put a little insulation in here for the winter. So, you know, I could do some woodworking projects. I can tune up the weed whacker, get it ready for next season, work on the four-wheeler in here. Just odds and ends stuff going on within, you know, this little workshop. Has a couple windows in it, which is nice. I just added a little diesel heater. We'll take a peek at that here in a minute. Not quite ready to run it full time yet. I need to do a little bit different on the exhaust exiting. The hole needs to be a little bit bigger. It needs to be fire insulated. So it's okay when I'm around and I'm in here, but I don't trust to leave it running for a long time or a period of time while I'm not in here. So we'll work on that. But overall, the workbench I got put in. My wife got all my stuff put down in here, stuff put up on the walls everywhere. I can reorganize it the way I want to reorganize it when it comes that time. Got a little Alexa going out here for a little bit of music and stuff. I hanged some lights up. These are just from Harbor Freight. I actually got one turned off right now. So, yeah, nice little workshop. The rider is out there. We're using it with leaves today, so that might get parked in here and pushed out when I need to push it out. But mostly the workshop area. Nice workbench, place for the tools, place to work on things. I can set up sawhorses. Yeah, so it's a little man cave, I guess. So let's take a little look at this little diesel heater I picked up from Amazon. So I bought this little diesel heater off of Amazon. Been wanting one for a long time, and I was going to use it down in Arkansas, but then we ended up moving back north, and I thought, well, this could be a perfect place to put one in at. A little 12 by 20 garage slash little workshop, you know, should be perfect just to have something to put some heat in here when it's actually really cold. Probably won't run it 24/7 all the time once I get it fully set up, but you know, I definitely could put a tarp up, you know, halfway in the garage here if I needed to right now to help trap heat in a smaller area here. And then if I need to use that open area out there, I could just use my propane heater to bring it up to temp. If I need to use a full length of the garage. But we'll see, since there ain't no insulation. But right now I have it run on level 3 of 10. And it puts out, man, I think I was measuring about 200 something degree air. And it comes out, it does a good job. And it's running on low right now. I mounted it up on the wall, off the wall here. Got it, it's hard to see down there, but got the exhaust running off the wall. I need to make the exhaust hole actually probably about 3 inches in diameter and put a tube in there so it's properly, you know, for the heat to dissipate. I'm probably going to be working on that probably throughout the week, next week or next weekend. This weekend I'm kind of busy with other projects, but cool little heater, runs good. I'll do a little more on that here in the future as I'm, running it more often. I probably had maybe a total of an hour and a half with the runtime on it so far. I've tested it on level 10. It puts out some heat. I mean, I think it kicks. So I think it would do good at keeping this pretty nice and workable in here, especially in the colder months. So more to come on that. But one thing that I have had for a long time, I bought last year, was these kits from Ace during Christmas last year. So it's been almost a year, and they're Christmas sales. And I told myself I was not going to open them up or use them until I had a workshop, a place to actually have them at. And that was kind of like what I was going to do in Arkansas. I was going to redo that garage, and I thought, well, that garage is junk. So I was going to buy a pre-built building, but then we decided, and the talks came about moving, so I said, well, I'm going to keep them packed up. So now that we have a shop, we have a place for them, I get to take them out of the packaging for once. I can't believe it. So, with that being said, I did... oops, something fell down there. With that being said, I did open up the pliers and stuff and got a few things out and put them back in. I did cheat a little bit. That was during our move and I needed something in a pinch. And things were getting packed up, and I seen these. But everything's here. Everything's together. So there's a 10-piece plier set over here. I'm pretty sure they'll probably have this back on sale or something similar for this Christmas. So pretty neat set. I mean, it comes with, it's easy to grab. It's not my favorite tools by any means, but I figure it's a complete set. I can have it to where I can easily grab what I need when I need it. I got other nicer stuff, but hey, tools are tools. Perfectly set up to have on the table here. So everything you need right here. This one here was never opened, and this one here is a 100-piece screwdriver set. So it even has some regular old flathead, different sizes of flatheads here, and yeah. So you got all your flathead sizes, and you even got some Torx. Moving up here, you got, your square heads. What's down here at the end? Oh, little flathead. Nice little holders for them and everything. Keep them organized. I can't find the hole. There it is. All the way up to some of your bigger stuff. The bigger flatheads and stuff. So a nice set, a nice holder. The cool thing about it is that there is holes on the back, so you can hang it on the wall if you wanted to. So if I decide to hang it on the wall, I can. Both of them are that way. And so nice little sets to have, for sure. And if you could notice that it's still kind of a disarray and a mess, but it's in a state now that I can easily organize it the way I want. And I got my Craftsman Versa stacks down here. So yeah, good deal. And that's just like a little sneak peek of the shop / garage or whatever. And there'll be plenty more videos being made in here, that's for sure. I still got some more setup to do. I got a countertop I want to put up on the wall over there. Some shelving eventually. This table here came out of the house. And that's going to end up being pretty much like a chop saw type table. Another workspace. But I kind of have to figure out how I want to incorporate it. But my wife did a good job of getting things unpacked and put up enough to where I can start organizing it the way I want to organize it. So that's it, folks. That is a little glimpse of the garage / workshop. Plenty more videos to be coming out of here and on the old this old house series. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. It goes a long way, and I appreciate it. And stay tuned for more videos. That's The Northern Pole Lock is out.